What's up everybody, thanks for tuning in for another video. So in today's video, I'm going to try and make it nice and short. This is going to be an update to my previous guide on the workbench, specifically in how to make money using that. So this is going to be updated for the most recent patch, which is, a couple months old at this point, I think. Some of what was in my previous guide, and I'll link that in the description for everybody that's tuning into this video that hasn't seen the previous one, a lot of it's still relevant today, but a lot of what I said in the previous video isn't accurate anymore. And I'll go over which ones. So my main moneymaker in the hideout is the workbench. The other thing I do on cooldown is my scav case. Right now, I run a lot of the 7K scav cases, and the reason for that is I get a lot of OFZ shells, and I'll tell you why that's important to me in a minute. They sell for a lot of money. I think they're like 200K right now, but for some reason, I get a lot of them doing the 7K scav cases. However, if I do happen to have moonshine, I'll run the moonshine, and I craft a lot of intelligence folders. So I run intelligence folders too sometimes if I just want to try and get lucky with a key. The scav case that I constantly run is the 7K one, because 7K, like, you can literally throw 7,000 rubles away and not feel anything. So in the workbench, the two crafts that are different, that are actually really worth doing now, one is this one, the 2 red gunpowders. Before this most recent update that changed some of the crafts and made the hideout a little more lucrative, crafting red gunpowders, you would literally be throwing money away. You would be crafting at a loss because red gunpowders were incredibly cheap. They weren't worth crafting. So now red gunpowders sell for 77,000 rubles. That's 17,000 more than what the green gunpowder used to sell for. The green gunpowder, the eagle gunpowder, is now 80K. Holy shit, 90K. So typically it's around 80. Right now, as of this moment, it's 90K. So with those green gunpowders, you can still do the 7.62 BP craft, which is a good craft. BP ammo is amazing. So if you run a lot of 7.62 AKs, there's no reason not to do that. This new craft for the 7N31, this is also an amazing craft. A lot of making money in the hideout centers around either finding or crafting the mats yourself. Mostly with the gunpowders. If you're crafting green and red gunpowders for yourself, all the other crafts that require those materials become significantly cheaper and more lucrative to do. The one thing with this particular craft that's going to set you back are these nails. They're around like 50K sometimes. What in the flying f***? Why are these 90K today? So, at the time of making this video, nails are 90,000. So, y'all motherfuckers better get your dumbasses into Ollie and start yoinking nails off the wall. Start pulling those fucking baseboards up and take those nails, because these nails are made out of fucking titanium or something. If you craft the green gunpowder, it's going to cost you maybe 20,000 rubles. If you buy the M67s for, like, if you translate the money you spend in dollars with Peacekeeper, I think it's around like 20 or 25K per green gunpowder. So you're getting it for 1/4 of the price. And then even if you buy the nails and all the other mats, you're still going to wind up with almost like 120K in profit. My go-to crafts, there's 2 crafts that I'm doing right now other than the gunpowder crafts. The gunpowders I don't sell, I use those to craft other ammos. So it's either the 7N31, M995, which takes the OFZ shell. This is why I run the 7K scav cases. Even if you buy the OFZ shell and you craft the green gunpowder, if you sell 140 M995, look at this. 2,900 rubles. We don't care about this stack because he's undercutting by 300 and it's only a stack of 60. Like, these stacks are gonna like disappear. Even if you sold it at 2,700, 140 rounds would get you 378,000 rubles. Even better than that. This is my favorite craft right now. This one, M61. This is arguably the best ammo in the game. Crafting 2 red gunpowders. If you craft the green gunpowder, that's maybe 25K if you're buying from the traders. You buy the blue gunpowder, which fluctuates between 15 to 25K. And then you buy the pack of matches. Look at that. 2K from Fence. but usually it's around 10 to 15,000. So if you buy the blue gunpowder for 20, the matches for 15, that's 35, and then the 25 presumably from Peacekeeper getting the mats for the green gunpowder, you've got 60k to make 2 red gunpowders, which is around 160k if you just sold the gunpowders. But then you take those gunpowders and you make M61. M61 sells between 2,600 and I've sold it for as high as 2,900. So right around the 2,800 is like the middle mark. That's the most common that I've sold it at. If you sell 200, or excuse me, if you sell 130 M61 for 2,800 rubles, you're gonna make 316,000 rubles. I cannot stress enough how much money you can make off of ammo. And with the changes to the hideout, with the crafting and the hideout management skills, you're gonna craft so much quicker. I craft everything 15% quicker, and my hideout management, like my bonuses to my water filters and my fuel and my leveling of my skills and everything is so much higher. So your hideout is a lot of people's most underused resource, and it can get you so much. It's really important to pay attention to those skills. I really encourage everybody to use their hideout as much as they can, because you're just throwing money away if you're not using it a lot. So I actually have 260 M61 sitting in my stash. This is just crafts from earlier today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them up for 2,600. That's 200 rubles less than what I usually sell them for. And you really wanna pay attention to how small the stacks are. So actually what I could do, I could probably sell it for 2650, and it'll probably sell pretty quickly. The flea market fee does still seem like a little high to me, but I make so much money off the flea market, I really don't care. So in real time, it's already selling. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. See, no offers. 636,000 rubles. It takes me a half hour to craft 2 red gunpowders. So think maybe 45 minutes to craft the gunpowders, the red ones, and then I can't see how long it takes me to craft a green one right now, but it's not that long. So with the hideout management skill and the crafting skill, you craft everything a lot faster. It makes you can make so much more money because of those skills. So in conclusion, craft ammo. Everybody is shooting high tier ammo at this point in the wipe. So if you're hurting for money and you don't have a Bitcoin farm that you can just pull free money from all the time, or you're too impatient to wait for Bitcoin, then make ammo. I'm telling you, craft the gunpowders and craft ammo. M61, M995, 7N31, green gunpowders, red gunpowders, incredibly lucrative. I would even go so far as to say as crafting rip ammo is really good. This is what I was doing before this patch, and I would make a ton of money off rip ammo. Any ammo, honestly, even 7.62 BP, 1,300 per round. It's insane. You can make so much money. Another thing too, make Salewas. Salewas are so cheap to craft. All the materials for the Salewa you can buy from Therapist for super cheap. The other day, Salewas went up to 30k for no reason. Thanks for watching the video. I hope these tips were helpful for you. I hope you start making tons of money, and hopefully we don't run into each other in Tarkov, because chances are you'll probably kill me, because though I have tons of money, sometimes I do stupid shit that gets me killed, and that's why I don't have Kappa yet. Feels bad. See you in the next episode.